Alright, this is a 2003 Lexus RX 300, and today we're going to be changing the PCV valve. This is how it looks like. This is an older design, straight PCV valve. Later they switched to a kind of a bent one that is, I believe, plastic. This is still metal. You can probably hear the ball there, the valve clanking, so we know it works. These are the numbers, and this is the official number from Lexus, made in Japan, OEM part. I got it from the dealer. It costs about $20. Has already this coating on the thread, so we don't need to put any coating on it. And let's have a look where it is under the hood. So this is a 1MZ-FE engine, V6, 3 liter, 4 cam, 24 valves, VVTi. It's the same engine for all of these RX 300 models, but in the later years, I believe in 2003, they started changing the design of the PCV valve because there were some problems with the design. So they changed to that plastic bent one, I believe. But this is 2003, and it still has the original straight design. So it's good to check it if you have this older design and just replace it. You can't really check it until you take it off. It's not really far away, but it's also a bit awkward. It's right here. You have to go on the left side, and there it is. There it is, sticking out of the valve cover. This is an old valve I have, and this is a 19mm wrench, and it fits perfectly. So first we need to take the clamp off. There's this main hose which goes into the PCV valve, but then there's this heat shield, or whatever this is. You have to roll it back so you have some space to put this clamp up. And to get the clamp up, you just need some regular pliers and just try to wiggle it up. And sometimes you can even do it by hand. Like in this case, I'll need a wrench here. I'll need some pliers here because it won't go by hand. Okay, the clamp is off. Just move it up, and now we try to remove the hose. Just wiggle it with your hand as well. Oh, and there she goes. Now you just need to undo the valve itself, and it's usually pretty tight. Alright, I couldn't do it with the regular wrench. I'm gonna try a socket. By the way, a 3/4 socket also fits. Okay, it's been a bit stubborn, so I put a socket on it, and even this wouldn't let me pull on it hard enough. So I have this pipe laying around for these purposes, and then I put this large breaker bar into here like this to have some more leverage, and I was able to break it loose. Once it's broken loose, you can just go with a 19mm wrench like this. It's still quite tight. It will take a while, so bring some patience. There you go, it's going easier now. Okay, after a bit of wiggling, this one is out, and I actually have another one. From another vehicle, and this one I just took out, and the new one. Let's listen to this one when I try to kind of shake it a little bit. try the one I removed. It's not really sounding anything. I have to be much harsher with it for it to sound. Now it sounds. What about this one? The other one I removed from the other vehicle. Looks a bit actually dirtier. Yeah, this one has more deposits. They both have oil on them. But let's try to shake this one. Oh, this one I have to be violent with it for it to sound. No, it's definitely not as easy as this one. Can you hear it? I barely shake it. So there you go. It's good to change them once in a while. I believe these are original, and the car has already 300,000 kilometers, and it's 20 years old. So probably better to change them even earlier. If you don't change them, your engine can burn oil, and you can have problems with sludge buildup in the intake. So it's good to change them. It's easy, and they don't cost a lot. And in this engine, in 1MZ-FE engine, it's very easy to change. So let's put this one back in. Okay, putting it in is very easy. We don't need any kind of thread locker because it's already covered in it. And basically you have to kind of wiggle with this one, kind of quarter turn at a time, if that. I'm just tightening it as much as I can by hand, and that's it. You don't need to go more. Okay, so as much as the wrench allows, that's as far as you should go with this kind of wrench. It doesn't need to be too tight. It has the thread locker already on it, and now the only thing that's left is to put that hose on. By the way, again, I would advise you to warm up the engine if you're in freezing temperatures. It goes in very easily, very nicely, and this you can probably slip by hand. I'll try it to slip it on by hand. Let's see if I'm successful. Yep. Alright, it went in by hand. This clamp is not very tight. It's not very strong. And in any case, the positioning of this hose is such that it will push in anyway, so it won't just fly off. That's it. The job is done. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel a lot. If you liked the video, also please do like it. It's not much work for you, but it helps my channel a lot. So thank you very much, and see you in the next one.